Alright, welcome Twitch and in the future YouTube. This is going to be a Tuesday night vintage league. I left work and I was feeling like it was time to play a league on stream. The problem was I had no idea what I wanted to play, which is actually like a pretty normal problem. And we went back and forth in the Discord for a little while, thinking about ideas. Did not get very far. I kind of shot down about 30 ideas. It was really bad. But thankfully, Yuta has this crazy legacy list. Let's bring up the original. It's almost the same as the original. There it is. This list, and I was like, yo, that could work. We could play some of this in vintage. And I think it can get a little bit better in vintage. You got Moxen, maybe Soul Ring, maybe Lotus. Those cards work pretty well with what we're trying to do here. So, that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to port that list directly into vintage. The idea behind this list is it's a Shark Typhoon control deck. You are, doing standstill things. But you also have kind of a combo finish where you're cycling lay claims and Shark Typhoons and cast outs, and then you're just putting them all back into play with Replenish. Also, Standstill comes back with Replenish, which is lit. I really like that. So the only real changes, I added some of the vintage cards. I added Ancestral, I added Time Walk, I added some fast mana. I changed some of the more flexible cards. Like, I don't really like playing Swords to Plowshares in vintage. If I can, I just cut them. We'll find out if I'm actually allowed to cut them, probably in the league, but I just cut a bunch of them. I wanted to play some Teferis. Vintage is not about Swords to Plowshares right now. Vintage is about Teferis right now. Making it so your opponent can't cast blue spells at instant speed. Yeah, that's the play. And I want to cast some Replenishes as an instant. That sounds like a great time to me. Opponent's like, well, we're gonna have to answer this Teferi. Let's get out a big, sweet Planeswalker permanent. It's mine. That's the idea. Also, I think this is a library deck. Whether or not you can play library in 2020 vintage, I guess we'll also find that out in this league. But I feel like this is a library strip mine, bunch of blue-white lands deck. I had some other ideas where maybe we go into more of a put some Dak Fade-ins in. Use the Dak Fade-ins to bin some enchantments, but I decided let's first try out the core that was published. That seems to be doing decently well in Legacy, so we'll just see how that works for us first. I threw a bunch of experimental cards in the sideboard to attack specifically vintage decks. So I have like Silences, Remora, Ashiok, Seals, and Stony Silences. I don't know about... I felt like I should put something in after I removed all the Swords to Plowshares, so we put some Periphery Nodes. I don't know if these are going to be good enough, but we'll try. We also have Moat, which I think is quite good in vintage, actually. So we have some techie stuff in the sideboard. We'll see which ones are good, which ones are not, and then maybe adjust the numbers later. Like, I could definitely see Remora being pretty sweet in this deck, though you're on a lower Moxen count than I typically like for a Remora deck. The problem with adding more Moxen in this deck was you do actually need some colored sources to cycle some of these cards. And obviously these 3-mana walkers are very specifically blue and white. So I was thinking maybe this is not a great 5 Moxen deck, but I could be wrong. We might actually want to go back and put all 5 Moxen in. We'll have to see as we start playing. We just don't beat shops. Who gives a fuck? You counter their stuff. We've got some seals and stuff, and I don't know. Maybe it'll work out. Fox does not beat shops. I don't know if you've ever played against shops. That card's not going to beat shops. Oh, man. Yeah, probably not a great deck versus shops, but if you're playing shops in late 2020, what are you doing? You're not Reed Duke. You're not allowed to play shops. So, yeah, let's just try to jam some matches. Let's see what happens. So, this is, I haven't played any games. This is just a first cut. We'll find out what works, what doesn't work, maybe make some changes. It all depends on how fast these games go, how much time we have. I think Energy Flux is just a bad Magic card. I don't think you should play Energy Flux. Energy Flux does not really work against shops unless you have enough like ways to accelerate it into play, is the problem with Energy Flux. I don't think that's gonna be the goal, but maybe we need it. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, so we are here, and we're here, and we're here. No, I'm saying it's like really hard to cast Flux against shops. It's kind of too late. Obviously, it does a good job-ish some of the times, but we're here, we're here, we're here, we're here, we're here. All right, so round 1, Vintage League with Shark Replenish. Let's do it. Yeah, all right, cool. Let's do it. This looks like exactly what we signed up for. We might end up with too many lands. Who knows? We'll have to figure that out along the way. I didn't really have good basis to go on for those. I don't think you ever want to play a Flourishing Fox in Vintage, Cho. I don't know what your problem is here. Delver's not good. Creatures aren't good. Who gives a shit about that card? I don't understand. What, why are you so into this? Oh god, we're just gonna play against shops round 1? I see. Hey man, I'm all about playing bad cards, but... So I'm gonna need a white mana to cycle this cast out eventually, so this is my only fetch land that gets basic planes. I'd like to draw a force, probably. I'm not gonna force this Null Rod, obviously. But I'd like to turn this Misstep into a spell. Opponent's just like, what is happening right now? Why is my opponent cycling Lake Claim? What is going on? This is the 1 mana white 1/1 that like gets bigger if you cycle, right? I'm not like losing my mind here. Card Flourishing Fox. Yeah, we're not playing that card. I drew another Lake Claim. Okay, that's fine. This is okay. Yeah, this is not the start I had imagined from my opponent, but we're down. It's a little slow. It's locking themselves out. I'm into it. It's not how that works, Joe. It's totally not. Oh, that's some fast mana. All right, all right. Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, we don't care about that card in the slightest. This is great. Opponent decided not to play the good shops cards and instead is playing unplayable ones. This is good. This is good start, yes. I am excited. I am excited. Let's get a Narset in play, I think. Ooh, okay. So we have a Replenish? Yeah, that sounds like what we want here. Imagine that opponent doesn't sphere us, and we just take all of their lands with Lake Claims. I'm so excited! This is lit! I'm just gonna F6, because I don't actually have a... Well, they could play a 1-drop spell. Who knows what they're doing? Opponent is seeing the line now where these Lake Claims come back from the graveyard. I'm so excited for this. What if we take the Ensnaring Bridge? That doesn't do anything. So we just take the 2 lands. Sorcerer's... No! 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 How does this happen? We're gonna get polluted Delta named here. We are gonna get polluted Delta named here. Seems like you found not me then. You think they'll name Narset? I really need them to name Narset. I can't. We only like our deck does play 4 Flooded Strands, so that's like a way likelier thing to happen than the 2 Polluted Deltas, which I think I just added 1 Polluted Delta. I guess I should have fetched with the Polluted Delta. It's probably my own fault, right? Did I have 3 islands in my deck? I had 3 islands in my deck, so yeah, this is my own fault. I should have used this to fetch a snow-covered island instead of playing my snow-covered island. It's my own fault. We deserve this. We deserve for this to happen to us. They're tanking though. They don't know if they want me to draw a card with Narset or to not be able to play lands. All right, they correctly chose for me to not be able to play lands when I'm about to murder them with Replenish. All right, come on, another land, another land, another land. A standstill. Interesting. 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 Man, this Black Lotus would be sweet. Should we just take Standstill and Shark Typhoon? I feel like that's probably the way to go about this. We can still cycle Cast Out. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to cast this Replenish in this game. It might be difficult. I am a little sad about this this whole polluted Delta thing. I got kind of wrecked here. Yeah, I mean, if I had played this correctly, we would have been able to play 2 lake claims from our yard and just take both their lands. If they hadn't like null rotted us, we might have even been able to like cycle a Cast Out. Oh wait, we have a Narset. So if we ever need to, we could just break the standstill on their turn with a Cast Out. Maybe we don't want to cycle Cast Out. Like obviously we need to hit a land. But if we ever like really needed to, we could just be like end of turn Cast Out, break the standstill, you don't draw any cards. That's kind of cool too. I mean, we don't need to because we're going to Shark Typhoon them, but I can't imagine they, once we get a Shark, will be, I'm just going to cycle this. I just want to hit lands. Okay, that is technically a land. I'm in. I feel like we just play this. Yeah, but it would have gotten so big, Cho, that we wouldn't have been able to attack with it underneath the ensnaring bridge. So, you know, it's just unfortunate, really. I really think that card is not very good in this deck, Cho. Maybe as a sideboard plan, you could maybe consider it, but I really don't know what you're smoking. All right, we get to draw 3 cards. You love to see it. I'm in on this. Do I force this sphere? Probably, because I want to replenish next turn. We should just cycle should we just cycle this first? Let's just cycle this first. Yeah, we're gonna replenish next turn, and it's gonna bring back Shark Typhoon, Standstill, Cast Out, Lay Claim, Lay Claim. Oh my god. This is incredible. I love it. Beautiful. I'm just gonna counter this, I think. I really am. I really think it's just fine to do so. Oh yeah. You control Enchanted Permanent. It's a good one. We're gonna take their lands. And we're gonna unlock our Delta. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be... Opponent's not gonna let us do it. There's just absolutely no way they let us have this kind of fun. I would snap concede before allowing my opponent to have this much fun. Alright, they have chosen the way of death. Can I... Oh, I can't cycle this other late claim first. Alright, whatever. We're going in. We probably... I don't know. Whatever. I don't really care. Let's just replenish. Oh my god. Attach this to this. Attach this. I feel like we should just steal their workshop instead of their Inventor's Fair. And then we'll just take away the Sorcerer's Spyglass. Yeah, I mean, that seemed good. This did seem good. I think you were just supposed to take this away from them so they can't cast spells, but... what else do we want to do? Do we want another shark? Do we want it to fairy? Oh, I have a standstill. We should do neither of those things. Alright. I forgot we also returned a standstill along with our Shark Typhoon, Cast Out, Lay Claim, Lay Claim. My bad. This is so sick. What? Oh my god, we drew a strip mine? Yeah, let's do it. Let's just Oh, I am loving this. This is so sick. What the heck? I feel like at this point, opponent just wants to see more of our deck. Alright, I have no more fetchable lands. Get in there, sharks. Yeah, they're just F6ing now. Yes, more sharks. More sharks. This is wholly unnecessary, but I want more sharks. More sharks. It's awesome. Yeah, I have a Mystic Remora in the sideboard ready to try it out. I'm a little worried about, like, not enough Moxen for, like, early Remoras to be good, but I think it could be good. Oh my god, this is the nuts. I love it. It probably doesn't get better than this, but yeah, it was worth it already. Oh boy. Alright. So against shops, I did put cards in the deck, I think. I've got Stony Silences, but they're playing Null Rod, so probably don't need Stony Silences. We might actually want Remora versus their version. We've got some Seals of Cleansing. They're on the weird, like, play bad cards version. So I feel like we just want kind of like these cards. Like, we might not actually want any of these other things. I mean, you could maybe consider Deafening Silence, right? I don't know. I mean, obviously we want to take out Mental Misstep. Yo, thanks for the follows, everybody. I appreciate that. Let's just take out, like, Misstep, Probe, and Narset. And just bring in these cards, I guess. I really don't think our shop's life should be very good. but I think we're much better versus the Golos version than the Ravager version. I feel like we probably just get run over by Ravager shops. Alright, I think this is probably the plan. Well, you're just actually supposed to always take out Probe, typically, in matchups where you're playing against Sphere. Probe's just not a very good card when it costs mana. In fact, it's a pretty bad card when it costs mana. So I typically take out Probe in almost all the time when I'm playing against shops. So, like I would want to take out some of the higher cost cards, but they're kind of crucial to our combo game plan. I wonder if they bring in like cages and stuff. Well, cages doesn't do anything. So a Leyline would be the annoying one, but I did put Teferis in my deck. Big brain play. I'm really surprised that Yuta's list doesn't have Teferi. It seems perfect in this deck. Like, I actually think that Preordains suffer slightly less than Probe, but they are bad, and I do take them out a lot, yes. But I feel like Teferi's perfect for this deck. Deal with problem permanents, play your replenishes at instant speed, uncounterable replenishes. Seems good to me. So this hand has double counterspell as well as fast mana, but no basics, only non-basics. You probably still keep it though. I've got double counterspell. I get to play 3 mana on turn 1 and cycle. I think this is fine. See if we get leylined, I guess. If we get leylined, we probably have to not pitch one of the Teferis. Yeah, so this is the exact reason I wanted to try Soul Ring in the deck, is because of Soul Ring Lay Claim. It seems like a combo to me. Some good synergy. I'm in. This is all right. Okay, I'm in. I had some doubts, but I'm in. Okay, that's a win con right there. What happened? I thought this was a no rod deck. What's going on here? Is there an island? How is there an island? Why is there an island? What is an island doing in this deck? Why are we playing Lay Claim? Why aren't you playing Lay Claim? We're playing it to replenish it. It should be in the active deck. Oh, I didn't make it the active deck. Man, I suck at the streaming thing. Hold on. I will make it the active deck. This is my fault. All right. It's the active deck now. My bad. We're playing replenish combo. We stole 2 opponents' lands last game. Whoa. This Shops deck is great. I'm all about it. I mean, if my plan is to cast Force of Wills on things, I don't think I'm allowed to let that resolve. Alright, do your worst, opponent. I've got outs. Cast outs, exactly. Yeah, it's not mine. It's not mine. I cannot take credit for that. Well, I mean, it's a Yuta Takahashi deck. I believe that's his full name. Dazai. Takahashi, yes. Very powerful wizard. They're playing it in Legacy right now, so I wanted to try it in Vintage, because it seemed like fun. No, because I wanted to be able to consider it to pitch, right? I wanted to be able to pitch it to Force of Will. I think I'm just supposed to cast Preordain here. I think there's a chance we don't, and... Ooh. That seems really, really good. Do I want both of these? I think I do. Maybe I don't want both. I mean, I definitely want Standstill. They have an active Mana Crypt. That Standstill seems fantastic here. I'm trying to figure out if I want Seal. I actually think I might want to just bottom Seal. I just want to find more lands. That seems like a great thing to Preordain into, though. Alright, I get to F6 now. I guess I shouldn't F6, because if they break my standstill and I need to counter something... Man, I just want to F6. Lazy streamer just wants to F6. What do I have right now? I have a late claim, and then eventually a standstill. This deck is lit. And a cast out. This deck is sick. I'm all about this now. And they're just gonna die to their mana crypt. They don't have lands in hand. What is happening? Oh my lord, what a draw. Suck it. I don't know, maybe. What? What is happening in Vintage? What is going on? I don't know, maybe we should just cycle this thing. Alright. Alright, let's we got, okay? Let it be known that we did just get got. There's 2 islands? This deck is wild. Did we not play against Shops round 1? Game oh. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Holy crap. Our Replenish is gonna be so good. We're gonna cycle a Shark Typhoon, and then we're gonna Lotus a Seal on the Golos, and then oh, this is crazy. This deck is nuts. This deck is crazy. I should have cycled this in response in case I drew a Force of Will. I didn't, though. My bad. Oh, no! I suck. I got wrecked. If we draw a Force of Will off this cycle, chat, I am gonna be so sad. I guess we should have expected this in the double island deck with Golos. We probably should have expected this. Alright, hold on. Hold on. I mean, it's still gonna work out. No, we don't want to do this right now. We want to wait. Maybe this is fine. Maybe this is fine. Hold on. Because we still have a lot going on here. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not that bad. I'm pretty bad. Pretty medium. Alright. We're safe. We were gonna get bogged. Alright. So where do we go from here? We got options. We got options. So how much mana? We have 8 mana. So we could play Seal and cycle Cast Out. I don't think playing the Standstill is the way. I mean, it could be the way. I feel like it's better if we go for the Replenish and get a Shark Typhoon in play, though. We can just play the Standstill post-combat, too. Sorry, not post-combat, post-Replenish. We could go Island, Lotus, Seal, blow up Seal, Replenish, Standstill, post. Which also seems pretty valid to me. We actually could cast out post too because this Lotus is coming back, right? I don't know if that maths out. We might be 1 mana short on that. Alright, let's try this. Let's just see what happens. Seal? So maybe we do want to cast out pre because we're going to have the Lotus mana post. So that will work out fine. So we just blow this up. I guess we should have waited till... Oh, Lotus is not coming back. I did not read this card. I lied. Lotus is not coming back. We're not cycling. Alright. Stop. I really thought this card brought back artifacts, too. Why did I think this? No, yeah, I get that Lotus is not an enchantment. I got that one. So would we rather play Standstill or get a cast out? We would rather play Standstill. Alright. I'm thinking about Open the Vault. Ah. I wasn't thinking about Open the Vaults, chat. I know what Open the Vaults does. If I know what Opens the Vaults does, I should really know that Replenish is not just, like, strictly better. Alright. I think we just want to replenish this and jam a Standstill. Replenish. Standstill. I feel like we just leave this seal. Hitting this Moxen doesn't seem good enough. And obviously we want to leave this Crypt in play. I like where we're at, though. I like where we're at. Alright. I'm thinking of the card that costs 4 white and does exactly what I'm thinking. Fair. We can hit our own Standstill value. This deck is great. I mean, our opponent might be in suspect land with what's going on. Alright, what do you got? What is this? This leaves the battlefield? Gasoline. Straight fire. Rip our plains and our island. There's no reason to kill this right now, right? We just wait it out. Our opponent is doing their best, and we can all support that. I agree. This is called 3, 4, 5 mana. Oh, so close to a 6/6 shark. I guess we just preordain. I mean, a brainstorm's probably fine. We do kind of just want as many sharks as possible, right? We can just make a bigger shark. With our Typhoon. I guess we won't be close to 6 mana, because we're gonna get rid of the Sundering Titan. I guess we don't have to get rid of the Sundering Titan. We could very easily just chump it with 1/1 sharks. So maybe we don't even want to get rid of the Sundering Titan. Maybe we want to just keep our island. Oh. So now we will almost have lethal sharks. This works out. I guess we could even just take 7. I don't really think that would hurt us either. So the only thing we really don't want to see is like a walking ballista, I would assume. We currently have 4 in the air, but we could always Shark Typhoon to make a 2/2. So if we block, we would still have 5 flying. Or we could Brainstorm to make a 1/1. There's a bunch of different things too. Alright, Magic Online is going to freeze instead of letting me see what my Brainstorm was. Fair. That's fair. Alright, that was kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie, that looked good. Did anything stick out to us so far that we did wrong? Well, I mean, obviously besides the play, that was garbage. Like, building-wise, deck building-wise. Standstill looked good. I don't know if you need 4 standstills, but I would consider 4 standstills. Well, I wouldn't really consider opponent's decks a very typical Shops deck. That's the only thing there.